Okay, so we need to talk about cover letters for a minute. We get a lot of questions about them, and are they really necessary? Yes, they are. And what do you need to include in them? And that's kind of the key. It's not just a regurgitation of your resume. It's other information. It's a little bit of what's on your resume, but not the same wording, not the same details. So with that said, Juliet, you want to start?
Yes, definitely. All right. So, the first thing that you're going to have in a cover letter, it's kind of obvious, but it's a greeting. And so, I see a lot of cover letters. People ask me to review them sometimes, and it's just they'll address it with dear sir or madam or dear hiring manager. And I understand that not all the time it says the name in the job application or the job description that you're applying for, but there are ways you can find it out. You need to make this personal, and you need to put in the extra work to make sure that it's a personal document, so that they remember you, because there are going to be 100 other cover letters in the stack that they're going to see with the same generic intro or the same generic greeting, and you want to stand out. So, whether it means calling up there and asking the HR department specifically who is the hiring manager who is going to be working on this position specifically, or find maybe some of the company's employees on LinkedIn and ask them. There are 1,000 different ways to figure out who it is, and so put in the extra little work. It's not going to take you very long, and it really will put you a lot farther up there. And so after the greeting, you kind of have a little intro. And so this is the part where you really need to, tell them about yourself, what value you bring shortly and just like very packed. And so you want to make sure you tell them the right information, but in a very short little blurb. And so, I get, again, cover letters, I'll review them sometimes, and it'll just say, I've been a manager for 5 years at this company, and, I'm writing to apply for this position. And, it's boring. That's one thing that I just hate, is being boring. And so that's definitely, it's generic. So, what you could say instead is, in my 3 years at this company, I increased our average quarterly sales by, and, put a percentage. So that shows your value, what you've done, and it makes them want to keep reading, because that's really what you want to do with your cover letter, your resume, all of that stuff. Make them want to get to know you, because it's a sales pitch. At the end of the day, that's what it is. So you have to be able to sell yourself and your personal brand, and making sure that you use the right words and phrases within your cover letter is really crucial to that.
Yeah. And then of course, next paragraph, once you sell yourself in that first one, time to back it up with some facts. So, and the next paragraph should tie in all of those great things that you just mentioned with a solid how you did it. Okay, use bullet points. They're really great. Bring out, all the result-based accomplishments, and really only stick to things that are relevant to the position at hand. Yes, you may have achievements that you did that you've also, brought up on the resume, but on the cover letter, let's just focus on this one position and what are the really cool things that you could bring out that, hiring manager could look at and go, well, this is cool. And that's kind of what you want to do. It really can show how you can be useful in their company. Those are the things you need to think about.
Exactly.
Once you kind of get through that part, then you kind of want to talk about their company. And this is where you actually can bring out a super wow factor, because nobody does this. You can have 100 applicants and 5 do this. All right. Show the hiring manager that you understand the company culture. And I know we talk about company culture a lot. But you want to go beyond the job description here. All right. And beyond your experience. This is not what this part is about. This part is about the company. Put yourself in the company for the hiring manager. Show them. Dig into the company website, the PRs, the newsletters, their news page. Name drop. If they've worked with a client that maybe perhaps you've done with another company in the past, bring it up. If you know that one of the founders or the CEO or something like that, went to your university, bring it up. That's the kind of the part where you can go, hey, look, I did this too. I'm, I'm curious to see if they were ever part of, this club or this group like I was. Show how you relate to the company, to that position, and put yourself in that team. And when you can really show that you fit into that team, then there's not a question. They're going to want to call you immediately, because they're going to be like, well, oh my gosh, they know this and they know this and they know about this about our company, and this is how they fit with their accomplishments, and they've sold themselves to me. This is great. I need to ring them up right now. Look at I'm like all 1980s. Ring me up. By doing all that in that paragraph, it shows your excitement, your knowledge, your understanding of the company, and showing how well you fit in, not only personally, but professionally as well.
Yeah, definitely. And so then it's just about closing it. So you can kind of right here, just kind of summarize everything. Just in, a really short, one, maybe two sentences, just reiterate what you've said, but just, again, keep it short. And then, let them know that you want to speak with them. Just say, I'm looking forward to speaking with you about this position further. Just something short like that. Keep it short, keep it sweet, and, just make sure that they know you are very interested, and you want to move forward with the process. So that's definitely another crucial thing with that. So if you can do all of that within your cover letter and really make sure that you're hitting all of those points, they're going to be wild and they're going to want to get you in, just like Amanda said. And so just do that and you'll have a winning cover letter.